It is a wonderful time to have a curse. I'll come back to that. Sorry about the delay. I was getting some boring paperworky stuff done. What do we think? Think this one's going to beat Third Birthday? For those of you not aware, we've had plenty of bad games, but almost all of them have been, like, universally bad on the gameplay axis, right? Story score has been, like, fine, or 0, or a little bit net positive. But the gameplay has consistently sucked. And that's why Third Birthday is reigning supreme right now. Is because Third Birthday had a terrible story in addition to bad gameplay. Anybody who knows my system knows I value both axes pretty much equally, really. So what that means is if both are good, the score gets magnified. And if both are bad, the score gets magnified. This is why, despite the massive frustration fest of both Echo and Warcraft 1, and Prince of Persia, honestly, Third Birthday crushes both, or all three of them. Because Third Birthday is just on another level, right? So, and enough of this terrible, terrible, wonderful Castlevania music. Let's just get moving on.
Patrick saw a limo. Says Pandora was dropped off by one. That speaks of money, and money speaks of court.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I do not like the implications. Not one bit.
So what now? Usual treatment, I assume? You'll empty her mind even further? Throw her back in the pond? Assuming you don't want her skinned and fed to the pigs.
I want to talk to her again. Reckon she must know more.
It's your area of expertise. I won't trespass. Let me know when you want her pushed out, or disposed of, or whatever. Very well then. Do what you need to, but once you're done, give me the nod. We do allow a little leeway in my establishments, but I don't need a masquerade breach at my front door.
Understood.
His animations are wrong.
I needed to deal with Miss Pandora, and quickly.
Yeah, his animations are just wrong.
As it turned out, I did need to deal with her quickly, but not in the way I'd expected.
Cool. How did anyone do this without making any kind of noise?
Nope. Had nothing to say. Construction rebar rammed into the floor. Not an easy thing to do at all, let alone quietly.
I am glad you're enjoying this game, Ruthless Tim. I am going to give you a weird warning, because I have already had 2 separate people tell me that the negativity of this stream is too much for them. So, if you don't want to hear that, I recommend recusing yourself.
Time to earn the paycheck. If I got paid. Which I didn't, technically. Still. Hey there, Miss Pandora, how you feeling?
Still a bit antsy. I could kill for a cigarette. I guess I'm a little cold around the neck. Oh, and, dead?
Of course. What with you being a construct of my own mind, it was a stupid question. I will grant you that. But I like to make my own psyche comfortable.
What do you need to know, Lord Fabian?
Why did you call me Lord Fabian?
I'm a construct of your psyche, remember? Do you really want to stroke your ego that much? But, since you ask, because someone wants to get your attention, don't you think?
So tell me, how did you die exactly?
I guess someone staked me with a piece of metal, then chopped my head off. Or the other way around. Either way, it works on both humans and vampires.
Chopped your head off?
Actually, now you ask. No, it looks more ripped off to me.
Huh. Someone's strong then. and quick and quiet to do this without a fuss.
I was actually going to ask Ruthless Tim, how's it feel on console? Because one thing I've already noticed is this is one of those games that was clearly designed for console and then crudely ported to PC. Because the keyboard and mouse controls are not very good.
Where did you come from?
Given I'm a construct of your mind, your lordship, I find it hard to answer that. My clothes may not be tasteful, but they do look expensive. Under the powder, my skin is good. So are my nails and my hair. Rich family, I think you'd say.
What's with the little cross sword doodad?
I told you what my sire said, remember? Beware the sword of the cross.
You did, didn't you?
And the cross is tickling at your brain, isn't it? So is the iron rebar forced through my body. You've seen this before. Would you kill, detective, for a cigarette?
You see, she's a construct of his mind.
No, Marla. I wouldn't kill you for a cigarette. But someone did, right?
Maybe they did. That was my job here at the Macom, after all. Hanging around the bar, my tray in front of me, offering the patrons their pick of tobacco. That's where you've seen me. Maybe 50 times before. The only place you've seen me. But you never did notice me, did you?
So how did you die, Marla?
Isn't it obvious? Iron bar through the heart. Head cut off.
Cut off?
You're right, not cut off. The wound, it feels more ragged, more torn. Ripped off, I'd say, by someone strong.
I'm sorry, Marla. You didn't deserve this.
Didn't I? You don't really know me at all, do you, detective? I could be a torturer, a mobster, a serial killer.
Maybe. Or maybe just wrong place, wrong time.
This looks a little more specific than that. More targeted.
I see a piece of jewelry there. That yours?
The sharpened metal cross? You've never seen me with it before. I know you didn't pay me much attention, but you'd have spotted that. It's hardly subtle.
So who were you, Marla?
Why a nobody, detective? A mortal. A servant in the Macom.
Wait. One of Fletcher's employees, right? So a ghoul, perhaps.
I think you're right, detective. The neck bleed did slow up real quick by the spattering. Perhaps I have drunk the blood of a vampire and gained a bit of power.
I know what a ghoul is, thank you kindly. Killed by twisted iron and sheer strength. Good enough for either a vampire or a mortal. But she was mortal, and a ghoul to boot. She belonged to someone. I needed to check that out.
Are we seriously playing a flashback inside of a playable flashback?
A fine array of vintages. Entirely illegal. No problem for the rich or the criminal, of course, and Mr. Fletcher was both. A single cigarette. Had Marla been waiting for someone? No, that paper'd been here since before Prohibition. Had our killer needed rope to get Marla up onto the rebar? Seemed unlikely. Why put your savings in a bank when you could put it in liquid gold? All these bottles must have been worth a pretty penny. Construction rebar rammed into the floor. That took time and strength.
Honestly, if they do like another flashback, that actually might be kind of interesting.
Well, she was dead. The missing head gave it away. A cross, and a fancy one. Made of metal. Interesting. This felt somehow like deja vu, but I knew I hadn't seen it before. The hammer wasn't covered in blood, which was a shame. Otherwise, it would have been a classic clue. The slab of muscle in a suit was Lou's security ghoul. What was his name? Carstairs cantaloupe. Hello, Mr. Carter.
Campbell.
That was it. I knew it.
Is there something you need?
Why are you here?
Mistress Graham was concerned. Violence in Elysium is not to be tolerated.
Does that mean you're not allowed to hit someone if they get out of line?
No.
Fabian's voice acting varies between good, off, and actively bad. No, I'm serious. Like, it actually, if I was to guess about this professionally, because I have worked with voice acting and voice directing before, I would say he probably had multiple sessions at the booth. I don't mean across a couple of days. I mean, like, they pulled him in, did some voice acting, walked away, and then weeks or months later pulled him back into the booth to do the other lines.
Any idea what happened here?
Someone disliked a cigarette girl so much that he pinned her up on iron railings and took her head off.
You'd make a great beat cop, you know that? She was a ghoul. Do you know who she belonged to? Who fed her?
I don't.
Speculation is good for your health, and it's not one of the deadly sins. Try it sometime. So, do you enjoy being a ghoul?
I do.
Well, bully for you then. Are you the killer? I'll put that down as a maybe. Have a good night.
Yeah, he can never get anybody's names right.
Over here, my boy.
My sire Gideon and the sheriff Hector. They'd asked me to make some chit-chat with the corpse.
Fabian, my boy. What do you make of her?
Well, she is definitely dead.
That's the best you can do?
Sorry, boss. Head torn off rather than chopped. Iron rebar through the heart.
Torn off. Interesting. Anything else?
There's an artifact. A metal thing, sort of a cross, but with a pointed end.
Sharpened cross and a severed head. Remind you of anything, Hector?
Marla worked here in the Macomb. I think she was a ghoul.
More than likely. Fletcher values loyalty in his staff.
But she wasn't Fletcher's ghoul, was she?
Don't try that on me, Malkavian. She was Rosalind's, all right?
Always sensible for a prince to have their ear to the ground.
That's all I have right now.
Well, keep on it, Detective.
Keep poking around, son. You're the right man for this job.
Okay.
Your first time at the Macomb, and it's a doozy. What do you make of our little tableau out back? I was thinking of redecorating, but blood red is a little unsubtle.
What can you tell me about Marla? She worked for you, right?
The girl did have employment here, selling cigarettes. And before you ask, I don't know why a tray around your neck would get said neck sliced in two. She didn't strike me as clever or deep in a diabolical scheme.
She was Rosalind's ghoul. She is definitely connected to kindred.
Oh, she worked for one of the princes. Yes, that sounds like a reason.
Who found her?
As it happens, I did. First thing I saw when I came in. Does that make me a suspect?
I'm reasonably sure that if you murdered someone with inventive props and scenery, you'd be only too happy to tell me.
Right on the button, Detective. Right on the button.
When was the body found?
First thing when I came in. About a half hour after sunset.
Uh-huh. Now that does tell me something important. The killer couldn't have done this at night. They must be mortal.
Bingo, dear boy. I wondered if you'd spot that.
A mortal taking out a ghoul as some sort of message. Well, well, well.
Really quick, thank you, Scales of Justice, for the sub. It has been a minute. Hope you're doing all right. As usual, if you want to put the birds up to 3 things, please let me know. Yep, a mortal who ripped someone's head off. I was gonna say, you realize these are hunters, right? Like this should be the immediate presumption here.
Where were you when she died? Assuming she died here.
Deep in a dreamless sleep, I'd imagine, given the time it must have taken to stage this little vignette.
Nice place you got here.
I'm flattered it meets the approval of one so expert in fashion and decor. I'm sure we'll have the pleasure of seeing you here often, given your new role. Just keep it discreet, all right? And get your boss to buy you a better jacket.
I'll see you later.
Enjoy your night.
It's a good question, Ruthless Tim. Don't mistake me, I think this game has some pretty serious issues, but the fact that it's got the baggage of not being Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is not helping anything.
What have you got, son?
The kill happened during the day. This wasn't Kindred.
A cross, a torn-off head, and a mortal killer. What do you think, Sheriff? Hunter?
It seems so.
You recognize this? A signature kill of some sort?
Oh, rumors. There are always rumors.
Let's not jump too quickly. Well done. I'll take it from here. The fact it happened during the day, that's useful. You look into the girl. Find out where she lived, her lovers, family, friends. Either file a nasty accident or an ordinary back alley encounter. Whatever works. Make sure no one will miss her.
Poor kid. One day selling salvation from a box, the next, poof, gone. Forgotten, buried. But isn't that the way of our world?
What was that?
Hey, we went up 2 steps.
You saw it too, huh? Well, look, I'm sorry to disturb your sleep. I guess it was a dream? But, no, those were memories. I mean, things that I'd forgotten or maybe misunderstood at the time. Something must have dislodged them. Gideon, my sire, and Hector, my old boss. Both are long gone.
We have a place to be? To meet the prince?
That's right. The Macomb Bar. The place we just dreamed, actually. Maybe that's why it was on my mind. Ah, we should get to the prince.
First, thank you, Walker, for the donation. Very, very much appreciate. I've jotted that down for Kingdom Hearts 2, FF7R1, and Expedition 33. A lot of numbers. And yeah, second of all, I know we've all said it like 5 times. Can we just have a vampire game set in the 20s? It's a perfect timeline for it. But no, the other thing I wanted to mention is if they had done what PM Triox suggests unironically, I think that would actually make the game better. So which clan are you? Well, you might say I am part of the Vampire Bloodlines 2. Like, lean into it, you know? You know what I hate most of all is having to have bloodlines to vampires. What was that?
Seattle will miss you. First caller, what's on your mind tonight?
Well, Beth, I wanted to give you a quick update on a few things I've been up to since last I spoke to you. You may have seen the pictures I posted on my Tinder profile of a few of the new models I've been working with.
Models, huh? Remind me, caller. Are you an agent of some kind?
Well, you can call me a connoisseur of models. Model airplanes, that is.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the largest collection in North America. At least, that's what I put in my profile. But, I mean, no one's going to check, right?
Certainly not me. Next caller, what do you do for a living that you're up at this late hour?
Good question, Ben. I've been listening to you for a while now, and I can offer you some tips.
Well, I suppose it depends on what kind of tip you're talking about.
Well, that depends on what you want. But what your show needs is a different perspective. People listen to you for the sexy voice, but I can offer some real ideas.
Why would you say that, caller?
Can I blow your mind right now?
Oh, I encourage it.
You need an alpha male at your side to bring in that masculine perspective. You know, you could debate each other, talk about how modern society has villainized men and hookup culture and traditional...
Amazing idea, caller. I'll be sure to take it under very, very serious consideration.
Wait. You should totally come to my live stream debate show and we can talk.
Well then, if any one of you wanted to call in and ask me what I'm wearing, or if I'm wearing anything at all, you'll have to wait until after this commercial break.
Does your boyfriend snore at night? Does your boyfriend stink? Does your boyfriend listen to too many podcasts? Do they make him feel smart? Does he repeat every dumb-ass thing he heard online like it's the truth? Then dump him and buy a freaking pillow. It has everything you want. It's cuddly, it has a sexy man on it, and it will never talk to you. Get yours now! Warning, Freakin' Pillow is not responsible for any jealousy experienced by real-life partners. If you find yourself developing feelings for your pillow, please consult your physician and/or nearest adult toy store for applicable attachments.
Welcome back. I know you've been fantasizing about me, but just in case you're only now tuning in, I'm the Bed of Night, everyone's favorite lady of the evening. What have you been up to tonight, caller?
It's so fine, yet so terrible to stand in front of a blank canvas.
Is this your way of asking me to pose nude for a painting, caller?
What I'm saying is, I don't know how to paint you yet, Bet. I want to know what colors to use. How many strokes of the brush? Is your skin pale? Are your cheeks blushed?
I can be whatever you want, caller. How many strokes does it normally take for your paintings to achieve completion?
I suppose, Bet, we'll find out soon. I'll be listening.
Oh my, won't that be something? What about you, caller? Do you fancy yourself an artist or a critic?
I don't really know anything about stuff like that, but...
Well, we can't all be jack of all trades. What's on your mind tonight, caller?
That's a loaded question right there. What is on my mind? War, famine, disease, death?
Those are some pretty heavy subjects.
Nothing's heavier, Beth. And nothing more pressing. More important. Our world is dying, rotting, filled with despair.
I think we found Mother Earth's biggest fan. Would you consider yourself a climate justice warrior?
Oh, I'm a warrior, alright. And it's people like you that make it so damn easy to get angry. Your flippant attitude to the crisis all around you. The apathy you label as normal.
Hold on there, caller. I didn't mean any offense to your cause. Just being playful, that's all.
Doesn't really matter what you meant, does it, Bet? For you, life will simply go on after a hang-up. The entertainment will proceed. You'll check the weather on your phone and simply ignore how strange it is for the season. Then you shop online, maybe check in on your favorite multi-million-dollar sports team, your favorite influencers promoting a new product. Buy it now. Not enough money? Have a loan in seconds with your phantom credit. Foul. All of it. Enjoy while I await the hours until the end.
Well, my lovely listeners, it's that time of the night where we must part ways. But don't worry, I'll be right back in your ears before you know it. This has been Bed of Night, reminding you that secrets have a way of getting out. So why not give me a call? Good night, Seattle. Don't let all that snow get in your coffee.
I think I've figured out the biggest problem with this show. The radio show, I mean, because it's not good. I'm just going to say that as absolutely bluntly as I possibly can. And it's because if you detach yourself from the performance, it becomes much better almost immediately. Right? Yeah, exactly. It's the voice acting. It is the presentation, the execution of the joke that's failing. I should have written down some of the lines she just said, because like having a line where it's like, yeah. So, you're not sure how many brush strokes it takes to paint me? How often? How many strokes do you think it usually takes you in order to finish to your satisfaction? And you gotta cheese it up, right? You gotta lead into it. You gotta have fun with it. You can't just do... So, tell me, how many brush strokes does it usually take you to reach satisfaction? And it's like, ah! It ruins it! It ruins the joke! It's not funny at that point. It's just, oh my god. Okay, anyways. Sorry, I'll shut up. I know you've been sitting there thinking about what exactly I'm wearing, Braegon, or if I'm wearing anything at all.
Strange voice. Entirely alien, yet I do know it, I think. You heard it.
I did. It is not one of your memories?
No. Folks in my bloodline are prone to dreams and nightmares, but that was like a vision. Tell me, Nomad, how do you feel?
Still not as powerful as I should be.
It isn't just torpor, is it? It's something to do with that mark. I lay odds on it.
I can do sultry plenty fine, Funball Consent. The problem is I can't fake it. And, no offense, but you're not my type. Now, if you get me talking to Braegon, ho ho ho.
That's a symbol left by Katsunka's territory marking. The Anarchs want Seattle for themselves.
I mean, if it's supposed to be like that, then it's just bad, Loner. It's either bad because it's bad execution, or it's bad because it's not a good idea to begin with. Either way, it boils down to the same thing. Bad. I was noticing that earlier with this, Tim. There's this wonderful, gorgeous cityscape here that, honestly, most of this, based on what I know of the creation of the game, most of this is probably the art assets that were already developed for the original version of the game. That people have, you know, sat down and made over the course of how many months or years. And they just dumped them here and didn't really have anything to do with it. Like, I've only discovered 2 things you could do in the whole city. One of them is getting the blood things, like that, and the other is grabbing collectibles. And that's it. There's nothing here. Except for helicopters you can't see. It is bizarrely empty. Yeah, I think so too, Talia. I'm going off of vague numbers on that one. Anyways, hang on. We'll just pull up like a minute of this.
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable. I know I have. If you're new to town or just new to this whole radio thing, you're listening to The Deb of Night. The only girl who will spend the night with you and leave first thing in the morning, guaranteed. Well, looks like the boards are lighting up. Aren't I the popular one? Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who will be the lucky caller? You've got the first shot at Deb tonight. So, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Hi, Deb. This is, Vigo.
Vigo? So, Vigo, why are you up so late?
I'm working the late shift here at the, yacht club.
Uh-huh. How many boats do you own, Vigo?
2. Actually, 3. One is, in the shop.
I used to do a little yachting myself. What brand of yacht do you have?
You probably wouldn't know the brand. I, bought them in Italy.
Ah, la Italia bella. Parlate italiano?
Yes.
Arrivederci, Vigo. Caller 2, you're on the Deb of Night. Be gentle.
Hi, Gib.
Hello, caller.
Hi, Gib.
Is tonight a rerun?
Deb.
Caller number 3, what's keeping you up tonight?
Deb, listen to me, Deb. They're at it again and people have got to know. They've got to know because they don't know. They won't report this stuff on the news because they own the news.
Hello, Gomez. What's the latest conspiracy?
Conspiracy? This goes beyond conspiracy, okay? There's no word for something as devious and secret as this, you understand? The people need to hear this. They need to know the real story.
You've got our undivided attention.
All right. As we all know, the Americans established a moon base back in the late 70s. That's no secret. But what most people don't know is that they have been conducting a dig. Not for resources, but for artifacts.
I see.
Well, it's no coincidence that the Chinese have started conducting space missions. You know why? I'll tell you why. The reason is because the Chinese are trying to stop the Americans from finding an ancient space probe sent by the Beta Centaurians. And why? Because the Beta Centaurians are giving space technology to the Chinese to get back at the Andromedans, aka the Greys, for giving space technology to the Americans in the 50s.
Fascinating.
The American government's been putting more money into space. Don't you see what's happening? I can't believe I'm the only one that's figured it out. Am I the only person alive that can see what's going on? It's because the Andromedans and the Betas are going to be fighting their war in this galaxy through us, Deb. And the American people, the people of Earth, you people, cannot let this happen. It's Move versus Atlantis all over again.
Thank you, Gomez, and that concludes the news portion of the show. Well, this girl's got to pay her bills, so it's time for a few commercials. But don't go anywhere. I'm just getting warmed up, or should I say, hot.
So that makes my point perfectly. Thank you, Killer White Noise. The thrust of the dialogue wasn't really all that different, but the voice acting, yeah, there's... Speaking as a voice director, there's a layer of voice acting that most people don't even notice. And indeed, you're not supposed to, right? It's like good audio design. You're not really supposed to notice the little pauses as they talk, the little inferences that you can hear as someone is actually presenting. As Von Falkenstein mentioned earlier, you can actually hear, like, when someone actually has just a little bit of an expression as they're saying something, you can kind of hear it in their voice. There's little stuff like that. You need a good... Thank you, Talia. You need, honestly, direction is almost always what that boils down to. The actor can only do so much with just words on a page. You need to have a good director sitting there in the booth with you telling you, okay, you know, like with the Deb section we just heard, which was on VTMV1, if you're wondering. VTMB1. That is, you can tell the director sat down and said, okay, you've been doing this job for a while. This first one is just going to be whatever. This second one is someone who's been trying to flirt with you for days, so you just want to, you're kind of playing with them and just going along with it. This third one you recognize the moment you hear it, but this fourth one's brand new to you. And just like giving a little bit of characterization, a little bit of context, so that the actor can then sit down and say, okay, this is how this should sound. And once they have an idea of where their headspace should be, they can put that into their performance. Without any of that context, what you get is, well, we heard earlier. Yeah, exactly, Bud Falkenstein. Those kind of little details. Like if I say, okay, so this is Ross, all right? He's been around since the MLP stuff, and he's cool, but you gotta make fun of something he likes while he's here. It's important. So there's kind of like a little bit of friendly ribbing in the performance there. Yeah, that was from one, what we just heard. So... Okay.
Here we are again. The Macomb Bar. I can only think this meeting with Ryong has something to do with Benny. The curious case of the rogue sheriff. The prince, over there.
Nomad, thank you for coming.
You requested my aid, Prince Ryong.
That I did. I'd like to take you up on your offer. As you heard, the sheriff has abandoned his duties and thinks he's our new scourge. Apparently, destroying Thin Bloods is a better use of his time.
You cannot control your own sheriff?
Benny was Campbell's sheriff. If it were up to me, he would never have the role. But here we are. I want you to find him and bring him back so I can speak with him.
When you say you wish to speak with him...
I'm not gonna draw your picture. Benny left a mess out back. Track him, find him, bring him to me. Do that, and we'll talk about your future in Seattle. And your answers.
Okay.
We have a deal. I will find him.
Appreciate it. Really. I'll see you back at Weaver Tower for your report once you're done.
Yeah, I had several issues with VTMB 1. Voice acting was not one of them. Good evening. Yeah, I was also just thinking, I know that they've just had a major overhaul, but like, this is Seattle. This is not one of the small towns in terms of, like, power bases, right?
The sheriff has been busy.
From what the prince said, this isn't the first, and I know it won't be the last. I believe we have a trail to follow.
That's a good question, actually.
The deliverer of the prince's justice. He must know what waits for him.
Why would he rebel?
Sure. Campbell's final death pushed him over an edge. Time to clean up this town. Oh, sorry. I got a bit carried away.
Fucking cammies.
A kid that can fly. Never got used to that.
I cannot fly.
Hey, put your feet on the ground. Orville and Wilbur would be impressed, at least.
You were losing, huh? There you are.
Really? There we go. Who is making all these ghouls? Like, for real, I'm not wrong, right? It's a zero-sum game when it comes to crafting ghouls. Oh wow, that's actually pretty low, Loner. Holy crap. Never mind, I guess Seattle's a tiny podunk town. That's actually really funny. Considering I'm pretty sure the cities I lived in were much smaller in terms of overall population and had way more vampires in them. Canonically, even. For a brief and yet admittedly awesome part of my life, I was part of VTM while there was that cross-coordination thing. You know what I'm talking about? It was like pseudo-canon because different people from different groups would like coordinate and update each other on the events of what their group was up to. It's like if you ever played D&D and there's like 5 tables all playing, but then there's like one person roaming between the tables, updating the other tables on what the other tables are doing. It was really cool, it was really fun, and it was really awesome. I don't even know if they do that anymore. Yeah, the meta plot. That's it. Yeah, that couple has been making out for like 2 nights in a row. Listen, I like making out as much as the next guy, but Jesus. Chill a little, you know? Need to come up for air every now and again. They're frozen. They're like, "Roo, roo," and everyone's like, ugh, ugh.
They think they are.
But they're actually asking for help the whole time.
Anarchs, I'd wager. They'll be on their guard.
Will they?
Come out of there.
You don't know that.
Come on. I do know that. I saw him leave, goddammit. And we need to know where he's gone to. Damn it. What was that? What was that? He's in.
There, the one hiding in the dumpster. Said they know where Benny is.
$41. Okay, that's a little more like what I was thinking, Loner. Oh, the combat's awful. However, I have noticed something. I'm going to start doing it more. Because I have noticed there's one good thing about the combat. And that's the grab fling. I'm sorry, the gravity gun is still cool. Or just telekinesis in general if you've played Control, for another example of that. Is this my mouse? Oh, that's my keyboard. Hang on, 1 second. I have a cable loose that's sitting on my leg that's driving me crazy. Give me 1 second. Okay. That should help. Yeah, Half-Life 2 continues to be a good game. Although I haven't reviewed it. Who knows? Ugh. Yeah, Kid is one of the only things I've jotted down as a gameplay positive so far with this game. Not to be too negative. But it is something that it's kind of strange that they put that much effort into it considering everything else. Yep, that's how we interrogate people.
Please! Please!
Where is he?
Who? What do you mean?
I will not ask you again. Where is Benny?
We found his haven, the auto repair shop. His kid's there, Max. Please let me go.
Did we kill him?
So Benny's gone back to his auto shop. Makes sense. It's not far. Middle of the block, just south of here.
We killed him. We just straight up killed him. Yeah, we let him go. I mean, honestly, regardless of expertise...
There, the auto repair shop. If we're fortunate, he's still there and not taking his slaughtering any further.
One of the biggest reasons I was walking into this assuming this game deserved to be in the awful block isn't actually really a thing against the Chinese room, per se. It's more the fact that this game was screwed. From word go. From the initial production, to the initial problems, to the initial firing, to the initial canceling, to the initial resetup, to the change of writer again. And then shoved over to another company who did nothing, reportedly, allegedly, did nothing for an unknown period of time. And then took 4 years to shove this game out the door. Fresh reminder, this game was in production for 4 years. Or, let me walk that sentence back. It was supposed to be in production for 4 years. We don't know how many of those 4 years they actually spent working on it.
Door's not gonna budge from this side. It's Benny's haven, I think, so it's safer than houses. But maybe there's another way. It is always wise to have more than one exit. Well, here we are. Now, where oh where is Benny?
Benny? Hey, who are you?
Huh. Max. Should have guessed.
You are Max, aren't you? I need to know where Benny is.
You need to leave.
Benny Muldoon, where is he?
He's gone to cool off. You should leave him be. What do you want with him?
Prince Ryong sent me. I need to stop Benny.
Stop him? Shit. I knew something was up. I knew it. I should have... If only I... Oh, God.
Max is Benny's sire. Some folks get it the wrong way round.
You knew something was happening. Calm yourself. Explain it to me.
He'd been away a lot. He told me things were changing and how he was gonna be a part of it. Just talk. Venting like he always does, but he meant it this time. God.
Always venting about what?
Arguing with the prince, with Campbell, about how he was too soft on the thin bloods. I tried to steer him, keep him in line, Your generation ain't your fault. Look, when Campbell was found, Benny was... It was like he was free. And that was it. It was only Campbell holding him back. Nothing I said meant anything.
I love that dialogue option. You are a failure of a sire.
You are not to blame for Benny's mistakes. A sire can guide their child, but they cannot control them.
Look, just because something is not your fault, that doesn't mean it's not your responsibility.
Why sire him if you knew he was so erratic?
Look, he was a piece of shit as a mortal. A career breaking bones for bad money. And he enjoyed it. Or said he did. But I was a piece of shit when I was mortal too. The embrace changed me. For the better. It took all of my fear away. And I started to figure most assholes are just scared. Deep down. There was something in Benny. I saw him stand over his buddy, keeping him breathing, talking so gently. I thought that was the core of him. And the rest was fear. Just like me. I thought if I gave him a chance.
Where is he, Max?
He is still my child. If nothing else, I deserve to know. What are you going to do to him?
Your child has been on a murderous rampage, killing Thin Bloods and crossing the Prince. The Prince sent me to stop him, and to return him to her.
Oh my God. Benny. Oh, my child. You gotta stop it. I know. I get it. I think he's at the Western Reconstruction site. It's where a bunch of anarchs like to hang, not too far from here. That's where he was heading.
Thank you. Benny is no longer your responsibility. I will take care of things from here.
Can I at least know who you are? Before...
I am the Nomad. But here now, you can call me Fire.
Fire. Thank you. Wait, that mark on your hand. I found this in Benny's stuff. Give that back!
Where did he get this?
I don't know. Do you?
Do you know what it is?
No, I swear.
Fire. He doesn't know anything.
What?
I have to go.
That came out of nowhere. Here, let me help you with something. I'll kill you.
I can still help him.
The Weston Rest site. I have a memory that Anarchs do hang out there. You won't find a welcome. Far as they know, Benny's still sheriff acting on court orders. And since you're not with the Anarchs, you are most certainly with the court.
I mean, yeah. I don't get the joke, Madman Robbie. You're gonna have to help me out. As for what I think of the game so far, I mean, the score on the screen is so far my opinion of it, and is pretty accurate to where I feel so far. It feels like if you put a gun to my head, you know, people just love doing. Jesus Christ. I would say this game needed another 5 months of polishing time. I get a lot of what they're going for. And I get a lot of the directions they're taking scenes and characters and moments and world building and plot. And they really need to... They needed more time to polish. They needed a better voice director in the booth. They needed more. They needed more time in order to just polish the game up more. That's my biggest
the match for your sample, right?
So far.
It seems so.
So where did Benny find it? Ought to wear it if he'd secretly marked an elder. Maybe he had some contact with your captor, whoever that was.
Yeah, I've been following the development of this game for quite a while, since I've been involved with its development since 2016. But that's the exactly, Henson. That's the thing. It's funny to say a game needs more time in development when it was already a 4-year development cycle.
Just a little help. Be spare.
Anarchs ahead, I make that. He's still upright, so maybe our sheriffs never made it here.
Apart. Like they were nothing.
That's not good for him. They got him pinned inside now. And once Captain gets here...
What's she gonna do? Huh? Destroy the guy. Piss off the...
That's one of the reasons.
Already came through. So how did he get in? He wasn't through the front. It's locked up tighter than a constipated rattlesnake.
The hell?
Benny's trail should be hard to miss. Cheap cologne and violence.
I need help! Nice try, jackass! Help me! Shit! Fuck this!
Yeah, that's the gunplay in this game. Yeah, Mitsoda himself has flat out said he has no idea why they fired him. I read that interview. From his perspective, from what he says, assuming he's not lying, it came out of absolutely nowhere and with no warning. Now, that was around 2019, 2020. And the significance of that is that's around when Paradox was having a pretty substantial internecine restructuring and development issues. So It's possible that really was just Paradox being Paradox. I heard the same rumor and couldn't substantiate it, Ruthless Tim. There's actually, like I said, I look forward to finding out in a few years whatever actually happened here. Because there's a lot of question marks at the development of this game. And to be clear, I mean this version of the game, the one we're playing right now. So that's an interesting question, Croatia. So far, no offense, people who like this game. So far, I'm thinking this is a terrible game and not a mid game. I kind of hope that continues, but at the same time, if it somehow turns itself around, I would like that too. I'll take good or bad over mid, you know what I mean? I shouldn't say mid. Mid's fine. Mid's acceptable. Boring. I'll take good or bad over boring. Yeah, no Aqui hell. Exactly. Listen, it was Ventrue or Tremere, okay? I don't know what you want from me.
Sneaking around?
Around here somewhere.
So we climbed, huh? Probably dropped in on those anarchs like the wrath of God.
Give up, fucker! Die!
Oh, I totally do, Bad Robbie. Good cheese is good cheese. I don't know what...
Well, god damn. Some people pay for a therapist. Guess Benny just pays to get his suit cleaned.
Or for a new suit. It's okay, we got one more, G-Juice. One more bad game. 3. Yeah, this one was funded years and years ago. This one was funded a long freaking time ago.
I know Katsumi, if she is here.
I think you'll know her when you see her. And these folks will pay her heed.
The funny thing is, well, I did actually think this was going to be an awful game. And I did, to be very clear. I'm not going to hide behind that. Playing it right now is more coincidental than anything else. It happened to be released while we were in the middle of the awful block. It is just a coincidence. I bet the premise of the original game sounds more interesting to me. Rather than playing a superpowered ancient elder vampire Death Doom. You played some random nobody. That was a much more down-to-earth story. Which had no combat, by the way. Well, it's tough to say in this case, Sean, because as much as this version of this game was greenlit over 4 years ago, it's hard to say how long it was actually in development. But yeah, probably.
This is fresh fire, very fresh. He's still around here somewhere.
goddamn throat out.
He stays in one piece, at least until Katsumi gets here. We can't go pissing her off. We need her protection.
You look. You definitely owe me.
But that's a good example of a bad line read. So what was just said was, you look, and then, you definitely owe me. In other words, you're the one who goes and checks out the noise. So, you look, is how that should have been said. Instead of, you look.
I wonder if being bit means you don't get cold no more.
I don't know.
My time to shine.
Dead body. Fuck me.
Okay. Oh wow, he lived through that. Now, we're depowered, Loner. Yeah, telekinesis. You'll notice I've shifted over to just using telekinesis. Just for fun factor. And, yeah, it's better than, well, you know, this nonsense. This is terrible. Exclamation mark, Madman Robbie.
I smell something. Fresh concrete and...
Blood. A lot of it.
I think we're close.
What was that? Ah! I'm shooting! Help me! Somebody help!
Get you!
We're gonna find you!
Yeah, there's a reason I keep mentioning control here. I'm not even sure what abilities I have. I should probably use one of those.
Concrete and Ode to Benny. What have they done to him? Come on, Fire. Can't you smell him? He's not subtle.
No, apparently.
He's a torpor. Wanna pull that stake?
So they staked him and then concreted him. That's funny.
Figures they'd replace me with some schmuck who wants to heal. Let me guess. The new baby prince wants my head.
She wants you returned to face her judgment.
Yeah?
And what do you think, sweetheart?
I have always known the Bruja to rail against the status quo, to fight for their beliefs. Rarely do I see them as mainstays of the Camarilla.
Everyone wants you to give a rat's ass about their system, their problems, your own fucking soul. I didn't become a monster to play by made-up rules.
So you chose the Camarilla? The side of order and bureaucracy?
I chose a side who let me slap down the pathetic bums I'm told I ought to care about. But I ain't no Blue Bloods pet. And I sure as hell ain't wearing a muzzle. Leave that to toadies like you.
That concrete won't hold much longer, and I doubt he's gonna cooperate.
You own a ring bearing this symbol. What does it mean?
Well, shit. I should have made the connection. But if you ain't figured it out already, sweetheart, I don't know what to tell you.
I am compromised. I want to know why, and by whom.
I don't remember those licks no more. Promises, promises. I make my own goddamn promises.
Hurry this along, Fire.
There is one you care about. I spoke to the boy at your apartment. He wants you home.
Max? He spoke to you? Kid's a liability. A weak-willed fucking embarrassment. I don't need his bullshit anymore. What kind of Bruja makes himself a daddy?
Benny, all I need is one excuse.
You'll need more than that.
See what I mean when I say the animations are just bad? That's one health bar. Dang it, 1 second, please. Dominate him for like a second.
Nothing is here.
One of the cooler looking stages so far, Mad Robbie.
Chance, Benny.
Go to hell.
Not the most cooperative, is he?
Katsumi.
So what'll it be? You and I have a civil conversation? Find a solution to this mess? Or you go the way of Mr. Muldoon here.
Think you can threaten me?
I am not your enemy.
Corpses upstairs might have something to say about that.
They attacked first.
Seems like they had reason. We can't spin on this all night, so let's get to it. You leave that beast with us, walk away, and we're good. Deal?
Is there any way I can convince you to let me have him?
Not really. Then maybe I can convince you. Listen, you're new here, just starting out in the city. You do this for us and I'll count it a favor.
And who exactly is us?
You go by labels and boxes? The court calls us anarchs. I don't speak for all, but I speak for enough. We can open doors for you or be a goddamn roadblock. Which do you want?
What will happen to Benny if I leave him with you?
A trial first, then a fucking Tarantino finale. Benny's the goddamn sheriff. He's got my people calling for war. We're strong, but not that strong. If I put the psycho down myself, it'll calm the stupid fucks down before they do any more dumb shit. You understand? This gets to be a win all around.
He was not following orders, but still he is the court's sheriff. The prince must punish him herself. How do you think she will react if you destroy him?
What's she going to do? Send the sheriff after us? Short answer is, Ryong's a businesswoman. We'd negotiate. Like fucking adults. Maybe what you're really asking is what happens to you if you don't keep your promise.
I do not fear princes.
Bold of you to say. But I don't think there's anything to fear here anyway. Why should she care about such a fuck-up of a sheriff? I hear she's got a nomad now. And you don't strike me as a monster. So far.
It really does, Morganite. Again, a polishing pass would help most of my dialogue issues. Which, admittedly, I say that about a lot of fiction.
What happens if I take Benny with me?
You mean what happens if you try? Go ahead. See for yourself.
As I was about to say, Kara, what noise? This is the Anarchs offering me a favor. Like... The problem is, I don't know. I don't know. This feels like this might actually be a choice that, you know, sticks. In a Telltale game, this is one of those actual decision points.
Let's just settle this.
What's it going to be then? Think carefully, hon.
Benny comes with me.
So that's how it's gonna be, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. All right. Go on then. Take him.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You give my best to our new prince. I'll be at the hole in the wall when you or the court are ready to talk more.
I was expecting a fight. Not for her to just give it.
Haven't heard a sniffle or a squeak.
That's a problem. Sophia, see if you can reach out. He responds to you. Fire. Bearing gifts, I see.
You should know, the Anarchs will not quickly forget this. They wanted Benny for themselves, for justice.
Good thing you stood your ground. In exchange for a job well done, I offer you just that. A job as the new sheriff of Seattle.
Sheriff?
Oh my.
As part of the package, you get your permission to stay and access to my court and resources. What's more, you can head your own investigation into this Mark business during your downtime. Clan representatives will make themselves available to you, as will Sophia should you require any research.
Oh, yes, of course. I could...
What do you say to that, Sheriff?
Should I be surprised? An elder awakens in your city, and the new prince rushes to bring them to heel.
What can I say? It's a goddamn arms race, baby. And we got some sleeves tailored special.
Now, as first order of business, I want to report. Katsumi, I assume you met her. What was your assessment?
The Anarchs respect her. That counts for something.
So she still has strong support. That could be problematic. Appreciate your candor. Clearly, I made the right decision. Anything else?
Yes. I believe it was Benny who destroyed Campbell.
And you have proof of that?
His sudden slaughter of anarchs. We have assumed his rebellion began after Campbell's death. I suspect that it began with it.
Well, if so, we have our culprit already in hand. It's an interesting thought. Anything else?
A moment.
Oh?
While hunting Benny, I encountered his sire.
Yeah, Max. What about him?
Is it not true that the sins of the child will be visited upon their side?
If you want to be archaic. But I certainly wouldn't recommend he show his face. Let's leave it there.
I would know of the history between the anarchs and this court. What is their complaint?
In short, it concerns our treatment of thin bloods. As in most domains, Lou wouldn't suffer them. Under Campbell, though, they were tolerated, as long as they remained beneath Katsumi's thumb. And because, as far as he knew, Campbell got right of first refusal on their alchemy. Seattle became a safe haven. But now, some have clearly placed bets on which way I'll swing.
If I am to be your sheriff, what would you have of me?
Tali would get you up to speed. In fact, I'd go as far as to call him your handler. And from the look of things, I don't think that'll be a problem.
Go on and out me, why don't you?
Thank you. That was useful to know.
Then I'll be taking your predecessor.
Looks like you've had a real good pasting, Benny, old pal.
I look forward to our discussion, Mr. Muldoon. And rest assured, Fire, if he reveals anything about your mark, you'll be the first to know. We'll be in touch.
One thing before you go, Toots. In your travels, check in on Lou. I told her we'd help out on security. And guess what? That's your headache now. Go have a blast.
Oh, and, meet me at Wake the Dead, when you have the chance. I can't wait to pick your brain. In the best way, of course. Oh.
Okay.
That went well. Though I do wonder how Katsumi will react. This will make our investigations easier, but there's a phrase. Poison chalice? Good luck, Sheriff. Oh, and as for your Benny theory, maybe he did take out Campbell. One bad day at the office. But he is connected to the mark on your hand. There's got to be more to it.
Oh, hey, we can actually select quests. Oh my god, there's side quests. We have just now... God, we're how far into this game? 6 hours? And we have just unlocked side quests. Okay, let's try this one first. See what that is. It's supposed to be a relatively short game. Few days. Alright, how long was your playthrough, Mad Robbie? Robbie, excuse me. It just now tutorializes the blood resonance. Look, it's not my fault, Edmund Road. Yep, we finished the tutorial. Woo! And now we're the sheriff. That's another thing. I was actually thinking about the power fantasy idea earlier. Maybe just make us start as a sheriff who's old, right? And that's the beginning of the game, as we just start in that position. Instead of just kind of dumping us there. I don't know. Food for thought. Yeah, I've noticed there's a lot of very rough exposition in the early part of the game. Like, really, really rough exposition. Twice that I'm aware of, Mad Robbie. Twice that I noticed, I should say. Yeah, I don't mind ending up as a king. It's a nice way to conclude an adventure. We just saw that in Warcraft 1. But, I don't mind starting out somewhere a little bit higher than nobody. You can also go the Korean route and have you start off as the chosen god king of super amazing awesomeness.
Well, no. Not many unknowns come strolling in here so boldly, especially amongst the heartbeat challenged. Don't worry. They won't give you any trouble. Not in here. Not without my say-so. Name's Silky. This is my place. These are my people. Ryang sent the word round that some of us should offer help to our new sheriff. Help you find your way back to some of the power you used to have. I'm an old hand at a few things. Reckon I can give you what you need. You just have to ask.
Okay.
I am not as potent as I once was.
It's a big ask. We can try, but no promises.
What is it? Oh, okay. So this, okay. Okay. No, I've got to be wrong.
See you later.
I've got to be reading that wrong. There's no way. Nope, I am. Wow. Okay, so what that means is in order to gain all these abilities, and these ones over here, we need to physically go to the trainer and get them. Like I was just doing. These are actually the abilities right there. So what I assume, it actually says right there, learn this ability from Silky the Dutchman. I assumed that was like a quest. Like you do their quest that unlocks that skill or whatever. But we have to actually physically go to the trainer. Interesting choice. Mm-hmm. Early become invisible to civilians and enemies. Conjure a set of blood daggers that can be thrown with telekinesis. Slam the ground with explosive force, flinging nearby enemies into the air. That sounds like a fun one. 12 ability points for that, by the way. Temporarily boost your reflexes, allowing you to evade damage. Oh, new outfit. New outfit. What do we get? Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. You know, I'm thinking, like, maybe going into setting up ghouls as a party, for lack of a better way to put it. Like, you know how, like, BRPGs tend to have your companions you can recruit. Similar concept. And you can pick out specific people to ghoulify, and they have... I realize I'm basically just describing V Rising at this point. But, like, you could grab a specific person who has X ability or Y stat, or is good at Z, and then customize your crew, right? Something like that. Okay, so knowing what that is, let's go do this. V Rising's legit. I recommend it to anybody who likes top-down action RPGs and builder games.
Give me your money. You won't get hurt.
Is he gonna mug me just for being here? We'll try, anyways. That's actually funny. Make sure to... I didn't kill anybody. Don't be stupid. I was just hungry. I was hungry. Let's do one of these side quests. Let's see how these be, shall we? Oh, full... the exact same thing in Qualitas. Full necromancy. My friend who's playing with me is full purple. I don't actually remember what it's called, but you know the one. Co-op V Rising is even better than V Rising. And V Rising's already pretty awesome. Oh, where are we? The super vampire zone in the northeast is where we're at right now. Like, that's the zone we're kind of clearing through right now.
You have snowflakes on you. Guess it's still coming down then. So the in-crowd at the court say we've got to help you wake up some of your old strength. Even if it takes me away from my work. I'm not enough of a dumbass to go against them. So, let me know whenever you'd like to refresh some memories. Oh, hey, since you're here, for this piece I'm making, I found this cool-looking cross thing. There's something about it, a resonance, you know? You find any more, I could really use them. Flesh this thing out. I'll need a bunch.
I would be pleased to help, if I can.
Hey, that would be so great. I guess 9 or 10 should do it. Really make old Bonehead sing.
You interest me.
In a you want to trace the contours of my face kind of way? Or in a you get chills when you contemplate the depth of my vision kind of way?
Both.
Oh, you mean you want a bone? Maybe. I don't know though. I need to do some visualization.
I saw the flirt option and I had to go for that, and it was just... What?
Will you help?
Let's give it a...
Oh, what do we got here? I was becking. We need way more. So hold on. Did she seriously just give me the collectible quest? Like, is that what that is? It's not actually a quest. It's just... Like, we've already found 3. We've already found 3 of 9. Did she seriously just tell me, go start getting the collectibles? We've already started going? Because I'm going to be real. I ain't doing that. Like... okay.
I look forward to talking again.
It has been 100 years. I require the sex.
Good to see you still in one piece. The prince has ordered us to help you reawaken some of your old powers. I do not respond well to orders, but she asked nicely, so I consider it more of a favor. I will help you if I can. I had a thought. It is often the case that I find stories of people who have transgressed. I bring them to justice when I can. But this is an unjust city, and there is only so much time. Perhaps you share these views. You could aid me if you choose.
I can also flirt with Nico, which I'm not going to.
Is there someone who needs my attention?
There is. This wristwatch comes from Jonathan. Jonathan killed his brother over a matter of money. He still takes money with violence. His cologne is cheap. You should find him easily.
I have the scent. I hope your night is pleasant.
Yeah, it was one of the things I will give VTMB1 is it got it very right that vampires actually do not enjoy sex. Like, that was actually a character point for I forget her name in the first area. You know, the part of the game that's actually really good. Yeah, Jeanette? The girl on the cover.
Maybe stop in and wake the dead? I'll bet Sophia's there, buried by a pile of books. She's supposed to help you.
Thanks, Fabian. But I'm doing side quests. Just biting her. God, relax. Whoops.
That's Nico's target dealt with. We should let him know.
Wait, was that seriously it? Was that the whole quest? Whoa! I'm not even actually sure what made the Masquerade go up there. I was just running. I wasn't even running up the buildings, I was just running. And, Bragwin? I do that all the time. Here, I'll do it again, right now. Just for funsies.
Let's drop in on him.
I think I need to eat your... There we go. See? Boom, we're fine. What's the issue?
On the ground!
It is going up. I see it. I really wasn't paying attention earlier. No one will find me. I am super hidden. I am invisible. Whoa, that looked weird.
Relax.
Don't worry, there will be no Masquerade breaches on my watch. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah, come on, game. Work with me. Work with me. Oh, come on! I was out of sight. I was trying to stay up there, and it was like, no.
That's Nico's target dealt with. We should let him know.
Listen, the Masquerade itself. No. It's a Tauren rogue. A Tauren rogue stakes us. I did your stupid quest.
Jonathan has no more need for money then? Good.
Is this just repeat?
Is there someone who needs my attention?
I need to consult my list of names.
Oh, thank God.
Take care, Nico.
I was about to say, if that's just a repeating quest, oh my God. Sorry, that's a side quest in the most technical sense of the word.
You can figure out the puzzles written on your body. It's Sophia.
Yeah, it's how the game does its saves, aka its checkpoints. Yeah, go kill some random dude. And a mummy wakes up and is like, what are you frickin' doing? Whap.
I reckon our science gal will be pleased to see you.
Shall we introduce ourselves? You may call me Mrs. Thorne. I already know who you are.
Look at some of the drinks on the menu.
There is a protocol to things around here, my dear. One must conduct oneself with proper decorum if one doesn't want to get fucked over. Weaver Tower have informed us that we must help you awaken your old powers. It's a worthy principle and an interesting experiment, no doubt. Consider me an interested party. I'm certainly willing to make the attempt.
So, really quick. You probably can't read those, but that's actually written there. So, for example, the Edgar Allan Poe is black as night coffee with dashes of cinnamon and something that starts with a P. Not sure what that is. Soy Division, which is soy milk latte with a hint of vanilla and caramel. Which is our classic Edgar Allan Joe with 2 extra shots of espresso and whipped cream. And then Ghosted, which is Earl Grey tea, steamed milk, honey, and lavender.
I will come back.
I can't jump in here, so I can't get closer. Ah. Yeah, if there's one thing I could say, it's a lot of this stuff is not AI art, because you can read the text. Alright,
Nomad! Sheriff, you here? I'm so After all the stories, I mean, it's a privilege. Truly.
The privilege is mine. I am just glad that, at last, you and I have some time alone.
It is? I mean, you are? I'm flattered, of course. But,
What?
there is one thing I hate to impose, and on you of all kindred. But...
You may speak plainly.
Thank you. During the attack, some of the Anarchs, they took hostages. People dear to me. Mortals I'd given my blood.
You want me to find your ghouls? Your retainers?
You stood your ground with the Anarchs before. You brought Benny back. I know this is another group, that the Anarchs are in splinters, but I know you could do this. My assistants, they worked in Weaver Tower. If I have them back, it will be easier for me to help you. To research, I mean. It's just that they'll deal with my usual work, and I'll be able to focus.
Oh, wow. True love allows you to just automatically succeed on willpower rolls. Unless you do a full botch, which is ones. That is an expensive merit. Which, yeah.
You said your retainers are dear to you.
They assist with my research, yes. And they have shared my blood.
But it is more than that.
When I give my blood to a mortal, to anyone, I look for those in whom I see some part of myself. My old self. And I try to help them. For that, I think they love me. So you see, I feel responsible for protecting them.
I will be honest. I was hoping we could simply talk.
Really? I would like nothing more. It's just... the circumstances... I want to give you my full attention.
The Anarchs who stormed the tower. The ones who took your retainers. Katsumi's people?
I don't think so. The Anarchs... there are so many factions. But Katsumi... she has reason to keep her head low.
Thank you for your trust. I will find your retainers. But this conversation is not over.
That's... a relief. Oh, you can't know how much. I'll begin my research at once. Just knowing you will search for them. Knowing they're safe.
Where should I look?
There's an Anarch gang operating from a loading bay near the parking garage. I think it's the same group.
Then I will begin there.
One of the negative merits...
Small world.
How so?
This parking garage you mentioned, it's not far from where we first met, so to speak.
So one of the negative merits you can take is called hopeless addiction. Unless the action is to immediately gain their drug, lose 2 dice to all pools if the last feeding was not on the drug of their choice. Ouch. So far it's been interesting bad, Kitten Fan. Plus some good. There is good too. I don't want to be dismissive. If you do a 3 merit, a 3-dot merit, and take Sins of the Father, you will show no signs on Diablerie if you do it on a direct descendant or ancestor. There's some interesting ones here. Oh man, there's a lot of Thin Blood stuff. Oof. Yeah, no, that's a fun one, but fuck it down. There's a bunch of Haven merits too. Most of these are very expensive. There is a negative merit for Haven called Compromised. It's a 2-point. It says this Haven is on a watch list and has probably been raided at some point. Of course not, Luke. That's Vampire the Masquerade. The tabletop.
I knew she
the
had
game.
people helping her. Campbell called them her pets. I can kind of see that.
I don't remember how Fallout 3 does it. Fallout 1 and 2, if I'm remembering correctly, you take the drug, and then you get one effect, and then after X amount of time passes, you get a second effect, right?
Remember, these aren't Katsumi's anarchs. They want to fight. Masquerade be damned. Careful.
I need to wash my hands now. The fuck was that? Better not be a rat.
Yes, it was a rat on top of the truck up here.
Just jumping at shadows. Who was this? Someone there.
I assure you, there will be no repercussions. Please, I beg.
You are free to go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Please, you must rescue the others. They dragged them away with talk of some anti-Camarilla plot in another city. They took them towards the subway station.
So wait, how do drugs work in Fallout 3 and 4? And how do I know the drugs... Oh, I'll tell you how I know the drug system better in Fallout 1 and 2, because it's part of the speed runs.
Anti-Camarilla plot, huh? Sounds like a lot of effort to drag them off like that.
Hi, DeQuack. Oh, wow, that's actually awful, Plutonia. What the hell? Hey, Melkor Blade. Last week. This game came out last week. This might be one of the most new games we've streamed in a pretty long time. I don't remember exactly when we played Baldur's Gate 3 relative to launch. Is that hammer coming back down?
Looks to be another of their vans. How they got it here in this snow, well, that's the real mystery.
Do you understand? There is...
Sophia sent me. It is over. You can go home.
She did? I knew she wouldn't forget us. Please accept her gratitude. You have found the others? We were separated.
I shall continue looking.
Thank you. They must be nearby.
I see, we played Elden Ring relatively quickly. I remember that. Because that was like a pre-funded thing. It's in our nature. Yeah, I was gonna say, Outer Worlds 2 is out, but it's really recent, right? Like, when did Outer Worlds 2 hit?
You're fucked.
If somebody's here, it's gonna be. What the fuck?
Wait. Hold on. So Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 came out on the 21st. Oh, that was actually a little bit more than a week ago. My bad. So this actually came out 2 weeks ago, excuse me. Outer Worlds 2... came out last Wednesday.
Hello? Hello? Miss Sophia will be...
You are Sophia's people, yes? You are safe now.
Oh, thank you ever so much for your assistance.
Now, I do like a touch of courtesy.
But please, my colleagues...
They are safe.
Oh, I cannot thank you enough. I must go. Miss Sophia will be frantic.
I haven't heard anything about it at all.
So the Anarchs are shaking down Sophia's researchers for intel on the court.
And taking them to New York?
New York has a heavy Tremere presence. The Chantry of the Five Boroughs. Figured they thought they'd make a quick buck. Reckon that's the lot. Sophia will let us know for certain. Best we head back to wake the dead.
So...
Give me your money.
There we go. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 had an expansion that just came out, too. Outer Worlds 1 was weird to me. A lot of people really bashed on that game, but I rather enjoyed it. I don't want to overpraise. It wasn't a phenomenal game, but it was still quite enjoyable. And most people I heard talked about it as if it was like one of the worst BRPGs they'd ever played. I don't remember the exact score we gave it. I hear there's a website.
Next time.
Yeah, several features do feel kind of tacked on. The zone design was not very impressive. And the loot might as well not have even been there.
Sheriff, you're back.
Do you not know your retainers walk free? Or does something else trouble you?
It's not that I'm not grateful. I am. It's just... When I spoke with them, I realized... Piotr... He was not with them.
Piotr?
My... most dear... He had been with me for so long, and he... I mean... He was useful to me. Maria told me. When they took him, he died in the street to Anarch enthusiasm. You couldn't have helped.
But still. You cared for him. That is unusual. I am sorry. I know that is not much comfort.
I have never been good at loss. Will you Stay with me? Talk to me? Distract me, perhaps?
You know much about me. It's only fair I should know of you.
Me? Oh, I'm nobody. I'm just an apprentice. It's been so long now. But the pyramid is gone, and Mrs. Thorne, well, she says she sees no point in advancing me. She also says I lack proper grace and decorum, so I study. And I try to help. And that's enough. Aside from that, I'm just Sophia. The most, that's all I've ever been.
Can you tell me more of the Nosferatu, Tolly?
Tolly's just Tolly. Perhaps that makes me naive, but I trust him. He was Campbell's eyes and ears before he was Ryong's, dealing with, well, you know, secrets. I've known him for, what, 30 years now? And before that, well, he mentioned San Francisco once in passing. Then he got quiet, like he never does, and I don't think he's mentioned it since.
How would you like to hear about the Nomad? Something you won't have learned from dry histories.
Truly? Yes. Yes, of course. There's so much I've wanted to ask. I don't know where to begin. Perhaps, well, the start? Before there was the Nomad, who were you?
Well, that's a tough one. I'm not going to go with old money. Screw that. Political hostage or traitor to the crown? I like both of those. What do you think? Yeah, let's be a traitor.
You would find me in your books by a different name. I was convicted of treason and would have been executed. But time had other plans.
So your embrace, your sire, forgive me, the histories, I never quite learned. Would I know of them?
They rest now. That is all you need know.
I see. One more thing. I always wondered. The records say you left Constantinople in 1633, but that was the year of the Chibali fire, which burned a fifth of the city. It's said the kindred, they...
roasted in their havens, yes. I still recall the smell.
You know, it happened here too once. A great fire. The same smell of... Never mind.
That great fire in Seattle. What more can you tell me of it?
1889. Started by an overturned glue pot. If you believe the records. But I've always thought it interesting. So much was destroyed that day, yet not a single life was lost. No mortal life, at least. But so many rats. Lucky for us that Lou was there.
Housing isn't in WoW yet, but yes, they are probably going to add a premium currency. And that sucks.
Lou and Prince Ryong. Tell me more of them.
I'm not sure. I mean, I've already... How do I say this? I think Ryong could make a good prince. I mean, she is a good prince. And Lou is basically a hermit. But if I didn't know better, and if I have your confidence, I'd say that Ryong will be prince in name alone. I wish it weren't the case, but here we are.
Did you have many dealings with Prince Campbell?
Of course. He ruled for decades. Not so much directly. I mean, I didn't know him. He liked to think he was in charge, that things were his way. But this city never really changes. Here, it is always Lou's will. it doesn't matter who holds the title. Tully found Campbell, laid out in Pioneer Square, decapitated. We thought Anarchs at first, but for the Anarchs to destroy him, it makes no sense.
It was pleasant to talk, but I must leave. But I will return. Until then, see what you can learn about this mark.
I will.
Lou is the one currently in charge of the city.
It's always a shame when you lose an old hound, if you take my meaning. But she'll honor your agreement. If anything, she'll be hankering for distraction. Just give her time. You did all you could.
Hey, look.
What's next? The glacier to see Mistress Lou, or the hole in the wall for Katsumi?
Do you notice that the visual effect of the lighting is in the snow as well? Do you see that in the edges of the screen? It's doing the same thing.
Greetings, dear.
What is your role here?
Well, I run a flea circus, which is really just a front for my secret human butchery service. And in my spare time, I like to build tiny castles out of the teeth of my victims.
Excuse me?
I run this shop and answer stupid questions.
How long have you been in Seattle?
Oh, a long time. I arrived here to extract certain disciplines from a mortal cult, and we had a satisfactory exchange of ideas. It was the time of Theosophy and the New Thought, all utter claptrap, but it did sell a lot of books. I saw a market opportunity. My home country being out of bounds to me at that time. Some people do overreact to the smallest of transgressions.
Tell me more about the Tremere of Seattle.
You'll find us more organized than other clans. At least, those of us that honor the old ways. Knowing one's place, observing the proper order of things, deference to superiors. That's the real secret to longevity. That and wielding enough blood sorcery to turn your enemy's innards to outards, of course.
So you are feared?
I beg your pardon? My dear Nomad, you don't understand this city at all, do you? Simply being feared is not enough. One must walk the delicate line between alliance and intimidation. Fear is a clumsy, irrational emotion. It can't be wielded the way that wary respect can. Now, dearie, since you're crisscrossing our streets so regularly, might I persuade you to run a few errands for me? Nothing taxing. A package here, parcel there. It's so hard to find good help.
We could flirt with her.
You have something for me to do?
Something very simple. I have a small package here. If you'd deliver it to Miss Pierce, you'll find her on the ground floor of Weaver Tower. The sooner the better.
I will see it done. Later, perhaps.
Ah, that's a good point. I don't like younger women. Yeah, so far I'm feeling like the score is going to dip a bit as we do these side quests, because these are not... these aren't great.
I shouldn't have walked.
Hang on. I just thought of the perfect song for as we're walking across the city. Hi, Valerian. Where did she go? She's vanished. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Also, yeah, the lack of traffic is hilarious. Yeah, I don't care that it's nighttime, I don't care that it's snowing. There's no way.
Keep away! Stay back!
Ah, that was strange. Yeah, what's snow? I've never heard of that before. I can't joke. Years and years ago, I found out about this because this is around the release of Force Awakens. And I think it was the guy who played Finn. I can't remember the actor's name. Boyega, I want to say. He was stuck in, I want to say Atlanta, which is Southern California. Or Southern California, Jesus Christ. Southern United States. John Boyega, that's his name. And he was stuck in Atlanta because it snowed there. And they didn't have snowplows. They literally didn't have any method to deal with the snow at the airport. So a huge amount of airlines at the Atlanta International were just kind of like, I think that was Force Awakens. It was Force Awakens or Last Jedi. It was one of the two. I used to live in Kansas. We get snow every year. Although, not that much. No, what we get in Kansas is ice. Let's see if the lights change. Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. Exactly. Yeah, this is actually a pretty decent amount of snow for Seattle. What irritated me most about being back in Kansas is it snowed every year. It was normal. And nobody knew how to drive in it. And I don't just mean in the usual, haha, people are bad drivers. I mean, people would get beached or unable to deal with the ice, like the hills, all the time. Constantly. I don't think they're changing Kira White Noise. I don't know where Miss Pierce is. Yes, this is definitely in-game music and not Final Fantasy VIII on the PS1. I know, you mean the earlier song. Still not in-game music. That's FF7R1. I'm gonna trust Talia. She's never led me astray, except for all those dozens of times she did. Damn it, we're going to the fire cavern today? Aw, shucks. I don't know, I'm gonna be with that Quistis, and, oh, the boys often get kind of... I can't even do it. I can't wait to review those games.
This is for you. What?
Oh, let's hope the old woman can do what she promised.
Wow, that's it? That's the quest? Yeah, these are tasks. We might start skipping these, because these are just tasks. Wow.
Miss working from home.
Is it the color? Maybe I can try something else.
Who can see me?
Paid for this. Not harassed by the fucking cops.
Seriously, who can see me right now? There's nobody nearby. Whatever. Good luck, NXCal. Oh my god, the chat was seeing me. It reminds me of that one thing that would happen. I forget if it was Oblivion or Skyrim, which is sad that I can't remember that because those games are nothing like each other. But in one of them, a horse could technically count as being spotting you. And because of how radiant detection worked in that game, I think that was Oblivion. A horse could technically spot you and then share the fact that you're spotted with a guard. Oh, the chicken was Skyrim. I think they patched that one. I remember that one. Okay, so, well, let's go do the next side quest. This is going to be great. Dogs can be witnesses. Wow. True, loader. Just enjoy yourself, relax, relax.
Using lethal force.
I need blood or whatever this is, okay? I don't know what you want from me.
I'll leave us out of the report.
I need blood. Why, Plutonia? I know, right, Madman Robbie? Like, I get that they want to penalize us for grabbing people and feeding on them off the street, but, like, you can't tell me we can't just be like, hey, pull them back into an alley and be like, yum, yum. No one would bat an eyelash. What's up, Talia? I've heard of that before. Hello, officer. Oh, it's tempting, but no. What's... Damn it, Centaur. No! No! Yeah, just come on, beat me up. It's cool. The one time I tried to bait someone into beating me up, the cops shot him dead in broad daylight. And I'm never going to let that go. I cannot believe that freaking happened. I know. United States cops.
Wonder if the old bird's watching from her penthouse window.
You do not want to know, Ruthless Tim.
Ah, hello. And who do we have here?
My name is Fire.
Welcome to our little sanctum. Do make yourself comfortable. I am Fletcher, and I have 2 rules. No sneakers, and if you must strip someone to pieces, do it outside. These are original floorboards, you understand. My prince has instructed me to help you recover your old skills. Of course, as a Ventru elder, there's nothing I can teach you that you don't already know. Flattering as the suggestion may be. But you're welcome to come and bend my ear anytime.
So, do you own this bar?
My dear Fire, this is more than a bar. This is a living piece of Seattle history. Built it up myself. Started out as a speakeasy in the old days. Back then we had a laundry service up front and the booze in the back. Now the booze is the front. Ha!
It's very amusing, sir.
What brings you to Seattle?
Oh, nothing. I'm a local boy, born and raised around here. Of course, things were different back then. Worse infrastructure, better music.
I'm not sure I agree with that part.
How do you fit in with the Camarilla?
They scratch my back, I scratch theirs. Truthfully, I have no interest in climbing the political ladder and ruling the city.
You're content with this? You like your place here?
Oh, absolutely. This bar is my little kingdom, and people have learned my foibles. I stay on the court's good side with the occasional favor. Quid pro quo. Since I have you, I wanted to raise an environmental issue. I assume, like me, you've been outraged by the scrawls left on our civic architecture by the Anarchs. Since you're now part of Ryong's cleanup crew, I'd like them removed. The garish graffitos, erased, deleted. If you happen to do the same to their artists, then it's only what they deserve.
I would be happy to. Symbols have power.
Well, well. You're sharp, aren't you? The Anarchs believe they're staking a claim, and the more the scum believe it, the harder it is to scrape them off.
Have a pleasant night, Fletcher.
I like we can flirt with actually everyone.
So, Fletcher wants the town cleaned up. Anarch symbols on the walls, huh?
Yay! Minimalized scratching. Oh, is that another collect? That's another collector. Okay, whatever. Yeah, there's our contacts for getting rid of stuff. Or rather, whatever. So let's try the last of the side quests here.
Spare a dollar? Really appreciate some help.
Can I admit that it irritates me that one of the best voice acting tidbits in the entire game is the homeless person begging for help? Like, did you have to?
Now remember, if Lou's lips are moving, she's lying. You might find it easier to play along. Still, you got your permission to roam, so who am I to give advice? Let's see.
You gotta be the sheriff. I'm Onda, Lou's new security. Let's get a couple things straight. You may be my elder, but I report to Lou, and to the prince, not to you. I got one job, and that's to protect her by any means necessary. Ugh. Ryong wants us to help you kickstart your old powers. So if you need a little jolt of the Night Clan, you can come to me. I won't like it, but I'll do it.
When did your clan become welcome in the Camarilla cities? Before I slept, most La Sombra were firmly Sabbat.
They didn't sell sliced bread before you slept. It happened a few years back. The situation changed, and so did we. Well, some of us. Some are stubborn fools. Don't get it wrong, Nomad. We earned our place here. Earned it hard.
What brings you to Seattle?
This camarilla. World class. The old guard and the new. I have a talent for sniffing out opportunities. Always have.
You mean opportunities to prove your loyalty to the Camarilla?
Of course. I know what they say about me and my clan. I need to prove I'm not a traitor. Besides, if I can get on Lou's good side, well, then there's a whole city at my fingertips.
Will you tell me of your mortal life?
Nothing to hide, I guess. I was magnificent when I was young. A real machine. Swimming, a bit of track, kickboxing was my favorite, especially outside the ring. One time, I took out this huge guy, like 3 times my size because he'd been talking shit. Question mark kick right to the back of the neck. Dude hits the ground. Bam! 3 weeks in ICU. Never walked again. Since you're on the clock, Sheriff, I have business for you. A city is like a cookpot. This one's simmering. I've had word passed down on some of the troublemakers. Getting close to where we don't want them. I'm gonna deal with my share, but you could help me out.
Is there trouble I can deal with?
Yeah. Izzy's an older ghoul among the Anarchs. Got big ideas. She set up a den on top of the Goddard building. Can you deal with her?
I will find them. I will speak to you again.
Good morning, Darkrai. Hello, Evo. Time to go kill a rando. See if this quest is more than a task. Oh, that load time. It's getting worse, I noticed. Oh, shoot.
Some change? Anyone?
Shit's going wrong. Hey! I help! Somebody help!
That dealt with Onda's troublemaker. Yeah, we better go see Her Ex-Majesty. Get it over with.
You can take a peek, but it's nothing. But I'll check. What was that?
There you are.
I am here, as commanded.
Did I ask for you? I don't... Oh, yes. The gangrel. Do you know of the arrangement? That the court supply me with suitable meals? They sent me a gangrel lout to act as my gopher, to replace... the singing of reptiles in the pulse of the blood. The call of the sun as the dry seeds burn. The red that runs through unfertile soil. The wind that flays sinew from a heartstring. Can you hear it, Nomad?
Hear what?
We were talking of the gangrel.
You saw some vision? What was that?
You can't hear it. It doesn't call to you. That surprises me, after all your centuries. They say it's only for the powerful, the eldest. Of course, you were asleep, and it started after your time. Doomsayers call it the Beckoning. They have it linked to Cain, Gehenna, antediluvians. The boogeymen we tell fledglings not to fear.
And what is this beckoning?
For many, it is merely a feeling, a strange urge. Often there are dreams.
Dreams? Visions?
Then comes the music, sounding in the stillness, in the quieted mind. They say it's the song of Gehenna, beseeching our return to the cradle of civilization, to bleed in the East.
What do you mean by bleed in the East?
Some call it a crusade. They think they can prevent Gehenna by hunting elders in torpor. Such bad manners, don't you think? Lion or stray, if a cat lies sleeping, it should be left that way.
So what do you call it?
A war, darling, against idiots.
Gehenna. I have heard this name. The end times, when the antediluvians will rise to devour their children.
If you believe the myths. The third generation, grandchilder of Cain, survivors of the Great Flood. The mighty progenitors of our clans. Ha!
You are certain you hear this, Song of Gehenna?
I've heard it for, so many years now. The summoning recognizes my strength. But I won't leave my jewel of a city. Oh, no. No matter who calls. Now, there was another thing. So yes, the arrangement. As I said, the court have sent me a new helper. A gangrel, calling herself Nyx. This is one of that little homunculus's japes, I'm sure of it. A gangrel, to fetch my food.
A pharaoh, choosing victims for a prince?
Her attempts have been little better than roadkill. She needs to be educated. Be a dear and have a chat with her, would you? Set her on the right path.
What more can you tell me about this, Nyx?
I tune out most of her babble, but it is incessant. Despite my best efforts, I can tell you that never mind was better than rumors. Huh. And that the Idaho steelheads are having a good season. And that the gourmet coffee down the street smells over-extracted. But as for what I know about her, very little. She irritates me.
My tastes will not be the same as yours. What is your preference?
These days, I am particularly partial to the mourners. Those who are not too enervated, either in lust or anger. I find melancholia calms my dreams. It goes without saying that they should be for money. Like fine wine, the older the bloodline, the better. But flavor aside, they must look the part. How would I explain some piercing-ridden, tattoo-covered strumpet to the front desk? This is the Glacier Hotel. I have a reputation to uphold. Though now I find myself curious. I wonder, what do you look for in your liaison?
Truthfully, I find that I am less particular these nights.
Before then, what did you look for?
I would seek out the pure of heart.
How simple.
Complexity matters little when the quality is high. Things taste fresh, clean.
Well, I think it's uninspired, but we all have our quirks.
I will make sure Nyx is educated.
If she's at her post, you'll find her in the foyer. If not, follow the smell of wet dog. Now, run along, dear. I'll see you again before you know it.
I didn't scent the gangrel down in the foyer, but let's take a look.
Are you looking for me?
No, that's not acceptable.
Are you stupid?
You're fucking crazy.
I was about to say, what quest log? There is no quest log. There we go. I know what you meant. There's no quest. There's no. No, it is the weirdest quest log I've seen in a while. It's just right there. They even talked to me. They're like, hey, did this person like respawn? Oh my god. It's a different blood type, so I don't think they respawned. Why does it take so long? Jeez Louise. Anyways, I'll be right back. Oh, and yes, I was on the phone. It wasn't extremely obvious.
Snow is gonna ruin my shoes. Christmas bonus better be worth it this year. If they give us another fucking gift card, I'm gonna lose it. Taxes.
Say hi.
Hi.
You can also say bye.
Thank you.
What? I will tickle you. I will tickle you. Okay, I shouldn't do that while there's so many delicate things around. So no tickles, just hugs. And now I flee. Oh, careful, careful.
I know that. I'm
Okay?
not a fucking moron.
This is not very play friendly.
No.
I'll flee you on the bed.
I'm running out of patience, frankly.
Can play Mario Kart together.
We will play so much fun.
It has to be today. Has to be.
Well, thank
would happen.
Go get some.
I fucking knew it. God, are these people imbeciles?
I have been gifted a strawberry. These are hilarious in Falkenstein. We can just
I did that.
we can just hang out up here and be like, "Yep, we are invisible."
I'm running out of patience, frankly.
Oh, hey, it's another guy I can eat. Hi, Dark Day. I'm sorry. We are invisible. While we're standing here, so that's all the abilities like we have access to. Killing enemies without feeding still activates your passive. Feeding will recharge an additional blood pip. Relocate abilities will recharge over time. Sprinting while crouched triggers a fast prowl. Prevents mortals from attacking you while feeding. It's an ability to gain iframes. Wow. I'm not sure what I want. What do I want? What do I want? Do I have an affinity with any of those? No. I'll have to think about that. The orgasm monster. People keep hanging out at this one overhang and keep having orgasms over there. It's very strange. It's terrifying and arousing and terrifying. Ah. Yeah, the SCPs are getting weirder. If that's even possible. Okay, we're good. Let's go. I'm so scaroused. Okay, are you Nyx?
Well, if it isn't the sheriff, the nomad, right? You've got a big reputation, but damn if you aren't a little thing.
So, a gangrel working in the heart of a city. It is rare to see a free spirit walking within a prince's shadow. There's a reason you seek the approval of the court.
Ugh, calm down, Sherlock. There's no mystery to solve here. I'm just a girl trying to find her place in a new home.
They tell me you have a problem.
It's simple. Or it should be. I'm supposed to catch mortals and bring him back to Lou, right? Fresh blood delivered to your door. But Lou won't eat anything I bring back. Picky brat. I can only stomach the moneyed and the mournful. What the fuck does that even mean? They all taste the same to me, like chicken nuggets on legs. I mean, what am I supposed to do, huh? Stick them on a spoon and say, "Here comes the airplane"?
Tell me more about your service for Lou.
Honestly, something ain't right with her. And it's not just the fussy feeding. She won't leave her haven at all. But who the hell's she hiding from? She mutters to herself, stares at nothing. And the other day, she was laying out clothes for the grand tour. Listen, I know she's a big deal around here, but between you and me, girl is not playing with a full deck.
What is it you're hoping to achieve?
I just want to do my job right. Look, I'll level with you. These city bloodsuckers, there's a whole different world. Everyone's playing these fucking high-stake mind games, and I can't even beat that peg game over at Wagon Wheel. So I need to find ways to be useful if I want to stay here. I figure this keeps me on the right side of the right people.
Where did you come from?
Not much to tell. Boise, baby. Born and bred. Had a good job, had a picket fence, and a yard fit for barbecuing. Until Daddy Gangrel shows up for little cuddle. And suddenly that yard is looking kinda small. But Gangrel life is nothing like how you live here. Kindred wasting eternity seeing who can be the sneakiest asshole.
Good to meet you, Nix. I can help. What do you need?
Ugh, I'll take anything. I just need you to find me some blood donors Lou won't turn her damn nose up at. Grab me something with their scent. I don't know, a glove, a wallet, a used tissue, anything. Then I'll do the dirty work.
Yeah, pretty much any vampire trope you could think of is in World of Darkness as one clan or another. Oh, those load times are getting worse. You seeing that? They are getting worse.
Suitable mortals and bring back something with their scent. Well, the suitable part, now that's the kicker. You Ventru do make meal times difficult, don't you? Saving your presence. You've obviously learned to handle it. What was it Nick said? Moneyed and mournful? Just need something with the scent.
I don't have any cash.
I know someone who would love to meet you. I shall arrange an introduction.
That doesn't sound too bad. Maybe not tonight, though. Thanks.
Businessman was annoyed by that. That's
the first course. But Lou is particular. Wouldn't hurt to provide a few more options.
That's new.
Intriguing.
Oh, we were leaving town, apparently. I didn't even realize.
It's freezing out here.
God, it itches like mad.
I'm having fun. This has been a very interesting game to go through. There's definitely been some early negatives.
Whoa, hey, sexy. Wanna let me make your engine purr?
Oh my, what alluring music we might make.
Fuck yeah. Let's give him something to talk about.
But that didn't mark him? Oh, that's not melancholy. That's
Keep away from the cops. I got some outstanding.
that's apparently pink as opposed to purple.
What is it? I don't have anything. I gave at the office.
You're good, Daddy. Give us a special treat.
Whatever. I just want to get some sleep before my morning stand-up.
There's werewolves, mummies, changelings, mages, wraiths. That's a whole thing. Oh, and the world is constantly on the brink of about 5 or so different apocalypses. Give or take.
Here, I don't freeze to death.
I mean, it's called World of Darkness. It actually is pretty descriptive.
Is something wrong? What do you want?
Yes, you will do nicely.
Look, I don't want any of whatever you're on. Thanks.
That is our feast found, I reckon. I'd say the doing's done. Best hightail it back to Nyx. Let her catch the scents before they fade.
I have a vague memory about, like, if you're under very specific circumstances, you can endure the sun temporarily as a vampire. I forget if it's you have to have very thin blood, very very high generation, or like really really high humanity score. Forgive me for being vague. I don't remember the specifics. Or high fortitude. This game doesn't have stats, even. Like, that health bar, that's it. That health bar doesn't go up or down or anything. We don't have an attack stat. We don't have a speed stat. This game is not an RPG, put very simply.
You done yet? Hey, so how'd it go?
Here are the trinkets as promised.
Whoa! Thanks! Holy shit! So that's what she was talking about? Can you smell that? Those things Lou was saying, moneyed and mournful? This is what it smells like? Ah! Oh my god, thank you. I mean it. Starting off on the right foot round here means more to me than you know.
You seem under a lot of pressure. Why is this job so important to you?
Look, I'm not stupid. I know I'm the square peg in the round hole. I figure my best shot is to make friends in high places. Prove I'm useful because the useless fuck-ups don't get to stay.
To stay in the city?
Stay in one piece!
There is something here you are not telling me.
Ugh, don't worry about me, sweetie. There's nothing I can't handle. See ya.
Okay. Well, that was an experience.
We should give Nyx time. If Lou isn't satisfied, we'll be sure to hear of it. Reckon you'll find Katsumi at the hole in the wall.
So yeah, that was a main quest. That was an MSQ. Thing.
Katsumi's place. Worth checking in.
We're about 8 hours in at the moment. You have to reboot the game soon. It's starting to really memory leak. At least I hope that's a memory leak and not a save leak. That'd be even worse.
Let's hope they've gotten over the
Well,
whole
if it
Benny
ain't the
thing.
new sheriff in town. Didn't expect this. Figured that once you got back to the prince, that'd be the end of it. But as it happens, I might have something for you.
I want your perspective. We both know the court cannot see the whole city.
Oh, they see it. They just choose to ignore the ugly parts. Let's cut through the bullshit. I could use your help. Campbell. I hated his ass, but we made it work. Him losing his head means some other fuck see it as time to riot. They'll be brought down, there's no escaping it. But I don't want mine burned in the fire. You understand how it works here, right? Seattle is special.
What do you mean by that?
From here to Atlanta, thin bloods are hunted down, staked, burned to ash, because their sires can't sheathe their teeth. The trash of the streets. It's not a fucking choice, it's a state of being. In Seattle, we had a truce. A haven. Or I thought we had. It's fraying fucking thin. I need you to shut down some masquerade breakers before it becomes a bonfire. Sheriff.
Why do you need my help?
We both know you're stronger than most, and I don't risk my people if I can avoid it. And you're the court's sheriff. I'm giving you the word on the street. Call it an olive branch to our new prince.
You fear these rogue anarchs?
Huh. Don't you worry about me, hon. I can hold my own. But I'm trying to keep the peace here, and those dumbasses seem bent on attracting the wrong kind of attention. There's folks who aren't so strong I've got to look out for. Someone's got to.
Why does she have like a nurse's gown and the stethoscope around her neck?
Tell me who and where.
Sure. Look, I was a surgeon way back.
To save a patient, you gotta make a cut. Sometimes it's on me to spot the dead meat, and sometimes, yeah, I'd give that word to the sheriff. Same still applies. You ready to step up? Be my scalpel?
I admire your pragmatism. We shall work well together, Dr. Katsumi.
Are you making fun of me? We don't have to get along, huh? But if helping you do your job gets a thorn out of my side, I'll point you in the right direction. Sheriff.
I will do this for you.
This'll help my problems and make you look good with your new boss. See what talking can do for us? And you listen. A lick who pays attention is rare. You'll find what you're looking for somewhere near St. Stephen's Church. Just keep your eyes open.
Oh my god, the moment you become a vampire, you become an NPC.
Never thought Katsumi would turn the gun on her own folk, but here we are.
You know, I'm really glad that the overall size of the city is so small, because otherwise, having to run from point A to point B with nothing to, like, do or engage in on the way is not great. Yes, I should invade this orifice. And that's how I went to jail. No, I haven't decided yet, Croatia. There's no quick travel that I'm aware of. I should double check that. Yeah, no. So, no quick travel that I'm aware of.
Keep an eye out for Katsumi's troublemakers. Maybe listen in. See if we can find out what they're up to.
Okay, so interacting with the map here, right? Pulls up the map. Obviously, that calls for a new hairdo.
Is Ricky still at the park? He's missing all the fun.
Holy!
That's a civilian. Wait, that's also a civilian. Oh, yes? I mean, this is the OG chair. The other chair, I mean, I guess it isn't. The other chair is probably trash at this point. I'll think about it, Mad Matter. I'll jot that down. I'll put a question mark by it for right now.
Shit!
Somebody help! Help me!
Fuck you!
Nothing
Hi, Blue Wind. You think that's bad? Watch this. Although, that's not what I wanted you to look at. That's different. Let's watch this. I'm gonna be like, whoa, yeah. Look at my Gumby arms for a second. Okay. Okay, now. Wait for it. Wait for it. The FOV changes when you're in combat. Where's the remaining Anarch?
Hello? Damn it! Pissing me off!
Heard them mention more activity at the park. Only one place that could be. A few blocks over, next to Weaver Tower. Opposite side of the Atrium nightclub.
That's interesting and kind of disorienting. Don't worry, I've already looked away, Blue Wind. It's okay. It's okay. It's been because it's Halloween. Woo! It's the soul sushi. A sign that's kind of improperly centered.
You're not even trying to hide.
Someone please help me.
Yeah, where's the guy who's gonna, like, magically come out of nowhere and backstab them with a, stake? That was not an anarchist.
I just got this dinner.
Help me out!
Sire.
Ready for this?
Let's go.
We better go to the auto repair and check on Max.
Frickin' George, I swear.
And we'll find him hunkered down where he was before.
Don't do what, Chrysler? Behold. Okay, I'm sorry. I really won't do that again. Yeah, I actually think this should... So, I keep comparing this game. A lot of people are like, you know, it's Arkham Knight, or Arkham City, excuse me. Or it's, you know, Dishonored, or Human Revolution. The game I am most constantly reminded of is actually Control. And the more I think play it, the more I think it should actually be more like Control. Like, just go full third person and give us the various abilities like they had in Control. We already have straight up telekinesis, right? We're one step there anyways. Let us have like the hover float thing and the slam attack. I mean, we do actually have a slam attack, although I haven't heard it. I need like 10 more ability points before I can get that.
Here we are then. Max sure knows how to get into trouble.
Help me! Here, help me!
Hey, help me kill this fuck! Here! They're here!
I kept thinking they were calling me commie earlier. As in the pejorative for communist. I was gonna be like, how did you know? Yeah, by the way, they're saying Carmi, as in Camarilla.
Hey, look, we can work this out. Fire. Fuck. I thought you were one of those anarchs.
What do they want from you? Did you provoke them?
No. Not me. Reckon they want payment for what Benny did. I can't blame them. My child, my fuck-up. Now the Thin Bloods are out for revenge.
I seem to have dealt with the troublemakers. For now. I will leave you.
Wait, please. Look, I don't know what to do. It will keep happening. I can't just hide.
Then you must make amends. Your child terrorized Thin Bloods, so offer your assistance to Katsumi. She is well respected.
You're right. I owe them. But maybe she deserves to have me destroyed.
Maybe. Or maybe a true kindred will be useful to her cause. You have strength. Use it.
Maybe you're right.
We cannot linger. There has been enough noise here to draw mortals.
Thanks, Fire. I'll see you around.
We should get back to the hole in the wall, let Katsumi know the job is done. Should be enough to bury the hatchet at least. As for Max, well, kid's gotta learn and realize he's not a kid.
I say he was older than he was the sire of the previous interaction. I knew it, Krensler. You're secretly anti-fascist. Disgusting.
You found them, huh?
You have fewer problems to worry about tonight. Well done.
I told you. All I'm trying to do is keep my people safe.
We have kept your people safe. For now.
You want to shoot the shit, or we done here?
What do you know of Benny's sire, Max?
Not a whole lot.
I suggested he pay you a visit.
Sorry, hon. I'm not much of a hostess, you know?
He wants to make amends for what his child did. I thought you could make use of him.
A Kami sheriff sending troops to the Anarchs? Well, there's the thing.
What do you get from standing with the Thin Bloods?
What do I get? Well, I get the constant stress of leading folks I don't want to lead, saving folks no one else will save. And I even got a cute makeover for my trouble.
How did you get that scar?
My old buddy Campbell did it the day he pretended to throw me out the court. Asshole. I mean, I get it. We all do shitty things for the optics. See, me and Campbell had a deal. I don't like to see people torn apart for no reason. He was smart enough to see that Thin Bloods ain't going away. Wanted control, and maybe access to alchemy. Made a big show of throwing me out of the court, so Thin Bloods would listen to me. My scar was him sealing the deal. Branding me, just like the other trash.
What's your opinion of the new prince?
You really want to know? Or are you intel gathering for the court?
You are a leader in the city, and I think your counsel is valuable.
Not sure how valuable it is, but at least you're thinking. You really want my opinion? We could do a lot worse than Riam. Things around here ain't great for Thin Bloods. I reckon she could make them better if we give her half a chance. Not everyone sees it the same way. I'm fighting a lot of pressure from the Anarchs to take her out. Unfortunately, she's got a kindred no one wants to fuck with on her side.
Must you do that?
Do what?
The smoke does nothing to your lungs, good or bad. Why bother?
We all have our vices.
I will let you get back to your night.
Don't be a stranger, hon. I don't mind having someone like you around to keep me on my toes.
I mean, aggravated damage is a thing, but even in the rulebook, there's ways to heal from that.
She likes you. And that's no small thing toward a Cammy. And make no mistake, as long as you're sheriff, you are a Cammy.
Now, having said that...
Well, I reckon that's your sheriff duty scene too, and I can feel that old fireball lurking on the horizon. So, in your own time, of course.
Well, what I was about to say is that don't you have to, like, express some kind of will to make that happen? I could see her deliberately not, specifically because of what she just said, that it was part of the deal, and she wanted to keep that masquerade up. Sorry.
Snow in Seattle. Sheesh.
What good does smoking do for your lungs? I think the reference was to the idea of it being, enjoyable. What's the verdict so far? HUD's up to date at the moment. I will admit that overall, it stopped being quite as horrific-bad as it was in the first few hours. Which is almost a shame. But if it turns it around and starts being legitimately good, then I would admittedly prefer that. But those first few hours, and like first 8 hours, have been really rough. Very boring quests, very janky animation, terrible dialogue, bad voice acting, awful storyboarding, graphics issues all over the place, crashes. It's been rough. Yeah, I'll be honest, if this wasn't my job, I probably would have already put this game down. Like, I would have already hit my quit point. I'm not even sure there's like a definitive quit point. I would just been like, I'm good.
Well, it's an education to watch you work. You have a knack for treating folks the way they want to be treated. Some might call that buttering up, but I call it prudence. Social lubrication.
I mean what I say. There are kindred to be respected here.
Oh, I get it, I do. I think this town could use a sheriff who listens before they punch. We've done our share of legwork tonight, that's certain. You want to work the notes, both high and low?
We actually have a decent amount of information about what the Hardsuit Lab's story was going to be. We also know that it was going to include no combat whatsoever. It was going to be more so focused on, on puzzle solving and skill rolls. And yeah, we were going to be a complete thin blood who was made by accident in a random vampire attack. And it was going to be very zoomed in, character focused drama. There's going to be a big focus on what's our identity, who are we, trying to make our place in the world kind of a thing. There's something else too. I think the politics were completely different as well. I don't remember the specifics, but they actually had a decent amount of information on that. Which version had Chris Avallone? The one we know nothing about. So the version I'm talking about was the original guy, Mitsoda. And the version we have is obviously this one. Avallone was right in the middle. They brought him in, said, hey, write for us. He said, no problem, and wrote for a bunch of stuff. And then they kicked him off the party because of the false allegations, which then led to them having to rip all that stuff out.
Helping to feed Lou was not something I expected when I woke up.
Some might call it a come down, but there's a passel of weight in being a waiter. Folks treat you as furniture, and no one cares what shares here.
What do you know of Lou's illness?
The beckoning I've heard rumors of, but nothing more than what she said. though I'd a notion it was for folks much older than herself. But this does put meat on the bones of a mighty mystery. Why did Her Highness take a step back? I never did understand it. A prince giving power away? The rarest of things. Maybe this is the cause.
I actually haven't played Swan Song, so I can't speak to that one.
Sophia is interesting. So attached to her ghoul. It is not usual.
Sophia's always been scatterbrained. Used to hang around with my sire. Maybe my bloodline rubs off on some. I like her, though. Reminds me of more innocent times. And we both love getting our fangs into a good puzzle.
There is something in this which disturbs me. The ghoul, Piotr. What was he to her?
There's two ways to read this riddle. Either she truly liked him, or he knew something she didn't want to lose. Not that it'd surprise me, given the tales I've heard of Tremere. I wonder which it is.
I now know more about how Katsumi and the Anarchs operate in Seattle.
You do? A little that even opened my eyes. I'd not known her arrangement with Benny. Caught between court and rabble and has been for a while. Seems to be steering the course for the best. And owes you a favor, which is not a thing to be sniffed at.
I have met others like her in the past. Capable of greatness should they desire it.
Maybe if the court wasn't looking to wipe her and her allies out, she might consider it.
A ghoul is someone who has a smackerel of supernatural power and is bound to their master through various means. But there's actually a lot of complexity. I'm just going to skip over here. But it boils down to you feed them a bit of your blood, and they become bound to you. And then you take care of them, and they do stuff for you, and you get it. There's a lot of stuff you can do there, right? You've got vassals, you've got independents, you've got revenants. And yeah, Renfield, in Vampire the Masquerade lore, was actually a ghoul. Fabian's Malkavian.
It is good to discuss these things. But it is time to rest.
Sleep well then, Fire. Let's hope for a day without dreams.
Next scene, dreams. Called it.
Oh. Well, hello there, buddy. I did what you said. I woke up.
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry. Sweet succulence upon the vine. A sovereign full specified.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt your sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
Huh. That's a truth.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to drop.
It really is another Fabian section.
This one was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Now, you'll find I'm a caring sort when I've time to get up to speed. So why don't you settle down and tell me your problem, Miss,
Verona. It's just Verona. And calm right down. I find a goddamn death threat in my purse and this freaky looking sword thing. And you want me calm?
Huh. Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, weren't there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, Detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabian take a look-see. See what shakes out.
Okay. The Cross of St. James.
Now this was familiar. Hello there, my little parchment pal. You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Ha! Of course. Good quality paper, but I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but he's still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the Rebar Killer.
Ah, no, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, Loquacious Letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too. See if any old bones fall out. That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now, listen. I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar, then?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the Rebar Killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood.
I do like how they...
I'd heard that name many, many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona?
I do like how they portray his... I like how they portray his...
Remembered anything else from her big night out?
Oh my god, shut up for 5 seconds. I like how he portrays his Malkavianism. That's all I wanted to say. That's it. I just wanted to say that one thing.
Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls. Being honest, it's kind of a blur. But if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know. Oh God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
I need you here, Miss Verona. You never know when a killer might strike, and here you are surrounded by professionals. Professional officers of the law, I mean, not professional killers. Though, of course, they are professionally trained to kill. And sometimes, yes, they do kill. Oh, never mind.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding tabs?
Why, detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive, like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona.
Seattle PD, full of drunks, bums, and deadbeats. And then there's...
Right. Always, but often. Malkavians lead an interesting life. I would absolutely hate it, like if I was a Malkavian, but they make for some good video game and story characters. Which clan would I hate being the least? I mean, Ventru, probably. Or Tremere. Aw. Oh, it's not blood. We're good, we're good. Wait, wait!
What's the word, Wilbur?
So good, Fabiu.
I'd like a little sip if you don't mind.
Yes.
Oh, I needed that. Thank you. See you soon, Boone.
Bye.
Right. And he's still drunk. Do we feed him? Does he go to the bathroom? I noticed at the drunk tank, you'll notice the door's open. Like, the drunk tank is a little different than, you know, jail. At least it's supposed to be. I mean, I have known people personally who deliberately do very petty crimes to get thrown back in jail so they can just live there. We give him cookies. Make sure he's got
an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research.
See you around, Krenzler.
I found that asking the cabinets real nicely would make all the difference.
All right, that's what, 1?
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the rebar killer?
Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news clippings, side notes, dockets, and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated.
What have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a story, and the flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf war, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart, and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads. Huh.
Any word on DB Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
If only they knew. Got anything new on the ghost ferries?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound. Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently, it's a prelude to the second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
I guess he got something right. Anything that screams Bean Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. I should get to it.
Come back when you can. I always need a good sorting.
Interesting.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home.
Yeah, a lot of people, we actually talked about this during VTMB 1. Malkavian tends to lean itself towards crazy, but a lot of that's because that's how players tend to play it.
Cold night. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of.
Forget the wording, but it's something like shattered perspective is what really defines a Malkavian. Which is why in VTMB 1, the Malkavians know all kinds of things they shouldn't. Sushi Smash. Nice bar.
Fabian, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
I was hoping you were in a talkative mood. It's about a girl.
Isn't it always? The young stay young, the old grow old, and somehow it always comes down to the heart.
She was here, so I'm told. Last night?
Listen, my friend. You know the rules. All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business, they don't ask mine. I mean, is this court orders? or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
I think there may be a hunter out there.
This girl Kindred?
No, but...
Then I don't see the problem.
Just bend a little, Oak Tree. Was the girl here? Name of Verona.
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy.
Yeah, I noticed that, Qualitas.
I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky.
Right, I can't jump as Fabian. Which I suppose makes sense. What a super elder vampire of doom, after all. It's the trench coat. Yep, yep. I knew it'd be the death of me. Just gotta know what this is now.
Hey there, Guru. How's it hanging?
The sirens are wakeful, Detective. You should help them sleep.
Shall we commune, Guru? Share some wisdom?
Well, why not? It's a cold old night. And the ghosts need a treat.
I'm starting to wonder if the Fabian stuff was written separate from the other stuff.
Now that's a kicker. I have a case to crack. Thank you, my friend. I'll be back.
You can heal the ghosts, my man. Just find your purpose.
I don't know. Are vampires affected by drugs and alcohol and stuff like that?
Ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the end of the rainbow?
I was wondering, you ever hear of the Rebar Killer? A case from back in the 1920s.
Long before my time. Name's familiar. Clue me in.
The news hounds called him the Rebar Killer because, well, he killed people using rebar. But for us, he was a hunter. Santiago.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few of our big names, right? What about him?
The Macomb killing last week. Same MO, boss. Rebar, a missing head, and the Sword of St. James.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. Why should I listen this time?
Because we didn't catch him last time around. He cut his way through the court. We lost too many kindred. He's a risk.
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we were asleep at the wheel. So go tell him. And tell him I sent you.
Tell Campbell?
Yeah. This turns out to be something, I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash. Get it?
I get it. I better go, boss.
Yeah, you'd better.
He does have a weird drawl to him, Blade Ball. A blade to draw, you might even say.
Verona said she'd been to the glacier, so I figured I'd best follow her trail.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at us. Look at us.
Did I feed the cat?
I know. He doesn't actually run. Although, I gotta be honest, that walking animation is terrible. I mean, all the animations in this game have been pretty bad, but like, this is our walking animation. So when we speed it up...
It's cold tonight.
Yeah, the strafing's a little better. Oh, that's great. You know, Evo's got a point.
Do you have business at our establishment, sir?
Seattle PD. And yes, I do have business. I'm trying to trace someone's movements.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can expedite your egress, the better for all.
I don't know much about birds of prey, but there was a young lady here last night with her friends. Name of Verona.
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some time. She and her party were ejected in the small hours for extreme intoxication. The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment, neither were her gestures, nor her choice of urination receptacle. I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her movements.
Anything strike you as fishy last night?
No more than usual, sir. We are often afflicted with inebriates.
I'm sorry to hear that. They tell me you can get a cream for it. Did you hear what they were talking about?
It is not my place to eavesdrop on our clientele, sir. That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona cannot, in fact, sing.
Ouch. Well, at least she was in a good mood. I better be going. I need to feed the egress.
May you find joy in it, sir.
Verona.
Take them. Just take the breath.
Good evening to you, Patrick. How's my favorite portal security operative?
Uh-oh. Something up? Need to see the boss?
No. I reckon you're the right man for the moment. I need your memory. In particular, the memory of a woman named Verona. Name ring a bell?
You usually make it tougher. That one's easy. She owes me for dry cleaning. Tried to talk her way in, but she couldn't form a sentence, so I told her no. Then she puked on me. Nice girl.
So she never even made it through the door?
Seriously? She vomited on my second best pair of pants. That's all I remember. And it's not a fragrant memory. You need anything else, or can I get back to the job I enjoy so much?
No. You have your duties to attend to, and your laundry.
Huh.
Sorry, I was looking up some mods on the side there.
Benny wanted the prince.
I was curious if there was a third-person camera mod. That's some serious rain. Can you hear that? I was looking for a third-person camera mod because then I would turn it on, go, go break the Masquerade and just watch what happens. But yes, I will admit that so far Fabian feels much more like the actual protag here. And the Nomad feels more like the Merc. Merc's a bad word for it, but you probably know what I mean. It's actually a concept I've tossed around for many years at this point, where you've got the character. That's obviously the main character. Jesus, that is loud. And then you've got the gameplay main character. And that's the one who's got the stats, right? Yeah, the Hero of Kvatch and Martin Septim. It's actually something I don't see super often, but it always intrigues me whenever I see it. It's something I've tossed around as an idea for MMOs for years. And FF14 1.0 actually did do that briefly. They got rid of that, obviously. You love me a good storm. I hope it's good, Darcy.
I never did like this place. Felt like a tomb, and not in a nostalgic memories and flowers way. More in a morgue slab kind of way.
Surprised the elevator works for Fabian. Yeah, the difference with Vaughn is that he's not the pile of stats. If anything, that's Bosch.
What do you want?
Like, if you think about it, Ash and Balthier are like the main characters narratively, and then Bosch is the main character stats-wise, right? The gameplay main character. The main gameplay, no. The main gameplicker, no. The player. I'll workshop it.
Ah, Fabian. Well?
Yeah, but it makes no sense, Blade Joel, if you think about it. You've got the street punk kid versus the hardened military vet. I mean, come on.
I need to see the chief right away.
He's out. What do you need?
Benny said to speak directly to the prince.
And telling me is just as good as telling him, so speak your piece or get out of my office.
The Rebar Killer is back in town.
The Rebar Killer. Nice name. And will the prince know who that is?
Just tell him someone came into the precinct with a sword of St. James. Twice in a week. The hunter is back in town. We need every eye peeled like an orange.
Rebar Killer, pair of St. James's swords. Keep our eyes peeled. That cover it?
Don't ignore this, Miss Choi. Santiago killed many of our kind. People close to me. Close to us all.
I'll pass it along. If he thinks it's important, he knows where to find you.
Well, thank you kindly then.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of her. She's one of the more bland characters.
We never really get the chance to talk.
You're right. We don't. Now, was there anything else?
I'll be off.
I see.
Thank you for making my point for me there.
Beer was cheap at the Hole in the Wall, and mortals did appreciate that. I figured it was worth checking there.
I love that animation. But yeah, by all accounts, Arspruce, Fabian is very similar to what they did with Johnny. Even with the memory bleeding.
I moved to Seattle.
So far there's been one casual side reference in an optional bit of text I could read for the first game, Elizar. Otherwise, no connection whatsoever. It has been argued this game doesn't even exist in the same setting, and yes, I realize what that means. Yeah, I guess you heard that too, didn't you, Bergman? Sorry. Yeah, sequel in name only. It's being called this because, well, they were kind of already making the sequel, and then they were sort of contractually obligated, and here we are. It's been raining a lot lately. In fact, it rained on Halloween night, which was really unpleasant. Although the kids did still get some candy out of it.
A few Union Johnnies having a cold one, maybe. Someone had a good night. Unless they were playing hearts. Blip, bloopy, bloop, plop. Never did get it.
Yeah, nobody plays...
$100 from a one-armed bandit, but he died soon after.
Ugh, nobody would play video games. Don't be ridiculous.
The piano was more out of tune than Herbert Hoover, and probably as old.
Can you spare a moment for a few questions?
SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight. Not like last night. That was a mess.
So what happened last night? Anything that stands out?
There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, you know, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. The boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. That's useful.
You're on Batman Robbie, even though you're probably already gone.
Get what you need, I have people.
I want to check out the pool table.
Yeah, sure.
Pool table.
Good view of where Verona was sitting from here.
So, tell me, Pockets. You see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, Detective.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, Detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Ah, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
Your perfume, the spilled beer. It's familiar, right?
Why, who I drink with is nobody's business but mine, Detective. But it is particularly crafty, with a malty bouquet. I've got it. This is the same stale ale I got from the letter. The guy who stood here was our mailman. That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but... Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, Detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of steel and plastic and the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. Which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Westenra construction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging. I'd say don't get into any fistfights, Detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
Okay.
The hole in the wall needed a few dark corners. Younger kindred did like spaces to brood.
And with that, I'm actually going to chop off the night. Tomorrow, Well, more of this. I'll see you guys.